Hey guys, welcome to the show. Now, before I get into this DIA, Defense Intelligence Agency memo, this is information regarding a FOIA request regarding the AATIP program, Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program. I have to vent about one thing first. What's still going on in our country, this plague, whatever you want to call it, from that come over here from China, it's still going on here. And it's really aggravating because all this time, and this hasn't happened yet, but my better half at work was exposed to someone that ended up testing positive for the China virus. Well, and this was through plexiglass and two counters. They installed an extra counter in front of the counter that was originally there to give more space between individuals that we come in this establishment. And, well, someone come in that tested positive, and now everybody that was there that day is off work. Can't go back, and forced to miss out on several days of work. Forced quarantine from people that have no authority to do so. And that's the problem these days. People who think they have authority to do whatever they want. It doesn't have anything to do with anything. It's all about a power trip. So, any of you guys have any situations like that? Feel free to vent down in the comment section. I'm being nice about it because that's just how I try to protect. It's just the way it is. I'm trying to be nice about it. But yeah, feel free to vent down there in the comments if you've had situations like that regarding this China virus. But anyway, let's get to this document here from the Defense Intelligence Agency, Washington, D.C. Now, like I said, this is a FOIA request regarding the AATIP program. And I'll glance through this just a little bit. But some of the stuff that the AATIP program are looking into, which is through alien technology. This is the kind of technology that they are looking into. And we're going to go look at some of this. It's very interesting. It's all above and beyond, but it's not necessarily alien, but that's what they had called it somewhere in here. Get down to the good stuff. Unclassified. This was all classified, but this is, you see, the Honorable John McCain. I believe it's the late John McCain now. Jack Reed, Committee on Armed Services, United States Senate. Dear Chairman McCain and Ranking Member Reed. UFO, DIA, AATIP. Anyway, there are 38 reports associated with the DIA's involvement in the program documented in this list. All are unclassified now for official use, except for 37 secret / version of attachment 38. Okay. Unclassified official use. This is a list of people that supposedly have access to this, which would be the Majority Leader of the U.S. Senate, the Speaker of the U.S. House of Representatives, Minority Leader U.S. Senate, minority U.S. House of Representatives, okay, you get the point. These people that think they're special. Alright, but a list of the attachments in this request regarding inertial electrostatic confinement, fusion, advanced nuclear propulsion for manned deep space missions, pulsed high-power microwave technology, space access, advanced space propulsion based on vacuum, biosensors and biomems. This is probably a lot of biomedical stuff. Invisibility cloaking. Interesting, right? I think that's a lot of these hole punch clouds you see that kind of looks like something's jammed through the atmosphere. I believe they're already working on stuff like that, obviously, because this is from a couple years ago now. But that really, I like invisible cloaking. I like to get my hands on some of that again. Traversable wormholes, stargates, and negative energy. And that also goes to show who and what's working on this project and stuff, but we don't need to go into them names. But Earth Tech, remember Earth Tech? A lot of these are secret type companies that have fronts on for the government. Anyway, where was we at? Traversable wormhole, stargates, and negative energy. Okay. High frequency gravitational wave communications. Role of superconductors in gravity research. Anti-gravity for aerospace applications. You see Earth Tech one here a lot. Field effects on biological tissues. Aerospace propulsion. Concept for extracting energy from the quantum vacuum. An introduction to the statistical Drake equation. That's very interesting. Maverick inventor versus corporate inventor. Sorry, this is really small that I'm reading on. Biomaterials. Did it say what for? No. Metamaterials for aerospace applications. Warp drive, dark energy, and the manipulation of extra dimensions. Now, these extra dimensions, we hear a lot of Dr. Greer talk a lot of dimensions and dimensional beings, and I watched a program last night regarding a former FBI high up there in the FBI, and he may have worked in the DIA also, but talked about these beings, so they call them, that are not dimensional, three-dimensional like us. Can only make themselves kind of in the real R realm for short periods of time. That's what he got into a lot. But warp drive, dark energy, and the manipulation of extra dimensions. And also very interesting. Technological approaches to controlling external devices in the absence of limb-operated interfaces. Okay. Now what that tells me is thought-controlling devices. And we've heard several people speak of that the young genius built the rocket for the I can't think of his name all of a sudden. He worked with Werner von Braun. Just a kid built this rocket and like ended up ending at Area 51. But he's a genius with rockets. That's something he spoke up a lot that he seen at Area 51 type of an engine propulsion system that was kind of alive, warm to the touch, and it worked through thought control. But that's also very interesting. Materials for advanced aerospace platforms. Metallic glasses. Then, these are product is classified / unclassified for official use only. So only the certain list of high ranking people have access to this information at that time. Aerospace applications for programmable matter. That's a good one right there. That could go a long ways. Metallic spintronics. That's also a classified product. Space communication implications of quantum entanglement and non-locality. Aeronautic fusion propulsion. Lockheed Martin. Cockpits in the era of breakthrough flight. All these products, I would assume, are still classified, that they've got into the product stage. Cognitive limits on simultaneous control of multiple unmanned spacecraft. Detection of high-resolution tracking of vehicles at hypersonic velocities. Aeronautic fusion propulsion. Laser light craft nanosatellites. Hydrodynamics, MHD, air breathing propulsion and power for aerospace applications. Quantum computing and utilizing organic molecules in automation technology. Quantum tomography of negative energy states in a vacuum. Ultracapacitors as energy and power storage devices. Negative mass propulsion. State-of-the-art evolution of high-energy laser weapons, which, what's that, the Nimitz, doesn't it? I believe the Nimitz has one of those on it that they're testing. State-of-the-art evolution of high-energy laser weapons. Again. I think that was the 37, but the 38th was still partly classified. What do you think about this AATIP program and all this list of technologies and propulsions, cloaking, that the AATIP program looked into? Later on, we'll try to go through these one by one if I deem them useful to look at. We'll go into each one and see what we can find out. Guys, give me your thoughts down below of all these technologies. Do you think they exist? Or just a hopeful proposal from the AATIP program? But like, subscribe, and leave your thoughts down below. And we'll see you in the next one.